Family, motorcycle drag racing is a true art form. It's that 6 degrees in life: preparation, anticipation, and cut that light. On this episode of Muscle and Classics, we have a special treat for you.
We here. Mr. and Mrs. Marks, how you doing? Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Yes, sir. I'm glad y'all made it down here to the G-State, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. There go my sister, Miss Spurlock.
You better give me a hug.
How you doing?
Good.
All right. Well, you know I was coming out here to get you, but I see y'all about to get into some business.
Yeah, so let's do this real fast today.
Let's do it. All right. You know I'm about to go stand on the track and watch. What's up, man? We're at the South Georgia Motorsport Park for the 43rd annual Man Cup International Finals, man. Right now, we about to go to the track. Destiny Spurlock is about to make her first test run, so let's go check it out. Come on.
It's no secret that motorcycle drag racing is a man-dominated sport, but that's where the rubber meets the road. Family, we present to you Miss Destiny Spurlock. Family, Muscle and Classics is the first of its kind. We represent the sport of car enthusiasts all over the world. So when we say we're going to put you in the driver's seat, we mean exactly that. We take it one step further by giving you one-stop shop access to the industry's aftermarket performance giants. Meet Gator, the wild one, the bonehead, but he definitely can handle that wheel. Now, Uncle Earl, he's the OG of 3-speed. He has tons of road miles under his belts and the experience to match. As for myself, E-Red, I created Muscle and Classics. We celebrate the fact that we're a family show, and families of vehicles of all types go hand in hand. Here on Muscle and Classics, you're going to learn how to be hands-on with your special vehicle, or as we like to call them, our 4-wheel and 2-wheel family members.
Family, this right here is Muscle and Classics. Family, welcome to Muscle and Classics, the most imitated but never duplicated automotive show on the planet. Right. I'm your big brother E-Red, and I'm joined by my brothers, Gator, and the OG himself, Uncle Earl. And together we are 3-Speed. On this episode of Muscle and Classics, we take you inside with the 2-wheel queen of speed, Destiny Spurlock. That's right. Now, we followed Destiny around to a few of her events for her rookie season, like the XDA's Bike Fest and Maryland International Speedway, and the Man Cup Finals right here at the South Georgia Motorsport Park. That's right. Now, in Destiny's rookie season, she's done everything from set track records to win titles, like the Paint the Quarter Paint title, which continues to aid and bring awareness to breast cancer all around the world. That's right, family. And that's a fight we should all get behind. Also, Destiny allows us to be the first on the new step she's taking in her career. And we also sit down with a NASCAR legend, Mr. Ken Reagan. So family, you know how we do it. Sit back, buckle up, and let's take a ride right here on Muscle and Classics. So different tracks have different tree configurations, so that's what they're doing right now. I think they're popping a few more bulbs in it because sometimes when you have cars racing out here so much, it's almost like an instant green, but it's not going to be set up out here like this. So they're getting ready to run everybody down, and some people may be in the 8th, some people may be in the quarter, but what's going to end up happening is people that run the 8th of a mile, they'll shut off at the 8th of the mile and still get their time in. So they're going to have every index up, every category up, sportsmen, ET classes, pro, everybody. So everybody's getting ready to run out their first test run. Right out the gate, baby.
We are chopping it up with the host of Marriage Bootcamp, Dr. Ish Major. Welcome to the show.
TGIF. When you and I sit down and have a heart-to-heart with no phones, no distraction, am I your person? That's the question.
Every weekday.
Kelly says, I love Ish on my screen. Is he single asking for a friend?
Join the chat.
I am single, Kelly. Who's a friend?
Kelly, who's the friend? Please comment back.
On Fox Soul.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
South Georgia Motorsport Park for the 43rd annual Destiny Spurlock is about to make her first test run, so let's go check it out.
Alright family, as you can see, after Destiny's first pass, she got pretty excited when she got that time ticket.
So, this is the time ticket, right? My number is number 3. So, my reaction time, meaning the time from when you left the line, is a 0:44, which is terrible. I need to be like 0:20s or better, but that's never here nor there. The 60-foot is a 1:06, so it's literally from the starting line 60 feet down. Same for the 330. It's from the starting line on down. That's a 295. The 8th mile, which is the class that we run, is the 460 class in the 8th mile. The object of it is to go 460 or slower. You can't go faster than 460. And we just went a 460 with an O, so that's kind of dope, right? So yeah, that's our ticket. And mind you, we haven't raced in a month, y'all. Like, this, yeah. We did that. See, now he can calm down. Yeah. He won't be freaking out.
Man, Mr. Larry just snatched that thing up like it weighed 20 pounds. Just snatch that. Ready, let's go. Yes, sir, the queen, baby. The queen, baby. Hey, look, family. She jumped off a flight into a rental car on the highway, pulled up to the race, came through the gate, had enough time to get changed and snatch the bike off the trailer, and ran a what? 460. Oh. Man, come on, it don't get no better than that. It don't even get no better than that.
Thanks.
Now look, man, you know I love everything you do. I got so much confidence in you as a rider, just as a racer. You work on your bike.
Yeah.
I mean, man, it ain't nothing you don't do.
I know. I
Come
can't
on,
help
man.
it. I can't help it.
So look, man, tell these people at home, our family, a little bit about you You know, I know. But tell them, break it down for them.
What's up, guys? All right, my name is Destined Spurlock. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and right here is my 460 index bike. Right here. This is my baby. This is my first year racing this bike. We're doing really good, especially just like he said today.
And it's like, man, look, you always defy the odds, okay? Everything I know about you is defying the odds, all right? With this being what's considered your rookie year, because you're not a rookie, I'm sorry, okay?
Right.
So, but with this being considered your rookie year, you know, with the events this year, what's this year been like so much?
This year has been a rookie year, y'all. Literally, it's been so many ups and downs. It's 1 minute we'll have the bike dialed in, then we'll get to the line and something crazy happens, like the fuel pump issue one time. One time, the batteries weren't where they needed to be. It was just, it's been an up and down year, but towards the end of the year, the last 2 or 3 races, we've really locked in. Like last race, we made it to the semifinals. So that was a big deal for our team. And
so it's like that ebb and flow, because it's ups and downs, because I know when we was in Maryland, you took the paint the quarter paint title. What other class title you took class title there?
Actually won. My boyfriend won. He won.
Yes, sir.
So
Courtney pull off that.
He said, baby, I got you. You win, I'm gonna win too. So, yeah.
You know what? And that was the first time y'all went down the track and I think it was in practice qualification side by side. Oh, I felt so special. Y'all came and said that was the first time we ever did it. I'm like, see, it's always family.
We're hopefully this race we can win, please.
So I know you raced a couple of different bikes.
Yeah.
Man, you're a beast with it. Well, look, we're gonna let you get ready. All right. I'm gonna go outside. You know, and I'll see you at the finish line, all right? Knock them dead, sis. The queen, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Stay tuned for more Muscle and Classics.
We are chopping it up with the host of Marriage Bootcamp, Dr. Ish Major. Welcome to the show.
TGIF.
When you and I sit down and have a heart-to-heart with no phones, no distraction, am I your person? That's the question.
Every weekday.
Kelly says, I love Ish on my screen. Is he single? Asking for a friend.
Join the chat.
I am single, Kelly. Who's the friend?
Kelly, who's the friend? Please comment back.
On Fox Soul.
You see certain things get reincarnated in your children. My daughter is very much inspired by my wife's artistic pursuits. So my daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops. My dad wasn't around. And I remember riding a bike and falling off and cutting myself, and me never just wanting to get back on it. People ask, how your children learn how to ride a bike, and you did. I didn't teach them. I just created an environment where they taught themselves, and all I had to do was be there.
Welcome back to the show, family. Now, as Destiny prepares to make her second pass of the day, the OG, Uncle Earl, wanted to talk to her a little bit more in depth about the bike they lovingly call Muggsy.
All right, family, we're here at the Man Cup at the South Georgia Motorsport Park, and there's tons of legendary races here, like my man Custom Cuts. What's up, player? Nothing to it. Riding Black Seas. I saw you get down to Maryland a few months ago, too.
Yes, sir.
Bad boy, bad boy. So I'm gonna step over here and talk to my little sister, Miss Spurlock. What's up?
What's up?
All right, now look, I saw E-Ray talking to you earlier. You know, little brothers always want to jump stuff. You know, he missed the Muscle Classics, you know, so whatever. But look, man, when I was up there in the crowd, I was in the stands just watching you when you took your first run.
Yes.
Right? So what was going through my mind is what's in this bike? You know what I mean? Is it nitrous? Is it turbo? I mean, what's in the bike?
It is a nitrous bike. It's a motor, 1675 motor, if I'm not mistaken. That's in it. It's nitrous, so yeah.
Speed.
A little
You know
bit.
what I'm saying? What else I noticed with the laser, like Larry has a laser focus, man. You know, he's making sure the bike right. He's making sure, but more importantly, he's worried about your safety overall than anything.
Yes.
So talk to us about that. What's up with that?
So Larry's chill until it's time to go race. When it's time to go race, it's like get out his way. Like his focus is that bike, because he's in control of that bike. I'm in control of cutting a light, making sure it's straight. So he has to make sure the tuning is correct. You know, I'll help with making sure the tire pressure is where it needs to be, change out the nitrous bottle, stuff like that. But the mechanics of it, the tuning, he gets it done.
So look, I notice a lot of times when you get up there, when you get in the burnout box, when you put on your helmet, it's like you go into a whole nother focus.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
What is that like? Explain that to us, because it's like you're going through a transformation, like from the time you put on that helmet till you get up to the line, man. What's it like?
It took me a while to get where I am now, because I used to battle a lot with like that mental toughness to focus really on what I'm doing without the nerves, right? So now it's just natural. It's just like, okay, do what you gotta do, cut the light, the bike is gonna do what it needs to do, and that's what I do.
Absolutely. Well, you know me, I'm excited. I'm ready for another solid pass. Give him one, sis.
All right, family, to get a better understanding of the rider and the bike, it's only fitting that we sit down and talk to the man who built the bike, Mr. Larry Marks.
Mr. Marks.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
How you
have my
doing,
copper
my brother?
squad with you?
Yeah, everything's going pretty good for today. So
How you
far.
feeling right now? How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we got a good run this morning. The bike went 460 with an O.
Yes, sir.
So we're real close on the tune-up. We're just getting ready to run at, I think it's 5:45.
Okay.
And that's beginning of eliminations for the Ultra 460 Club.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, you know, I've been spending some time with you the last few months, hit a couple of races with you. I know that you're a legendary builder and you've been building bikes and racing bikes for years. You're a legend to us, so how long have you actually been building and racing bikes just all together?
Well, I don't call myself a legend, but
I understand. But you are to us.
I started out racing motorcycles, I think around 79, 1980. I used to road race, AMS. From there, I built myself 820 top gas. Then the next thing I know, my daughter was this tall, and now she's this tall, and it was time to go to college.
Oh man, I'm dealing with that now.
Yeah,
Woo!
Let me tell you something, but it was all worth it, you know. We sold everything, and I put her through college. She graduated. That was really great. And my wife decided that we wanted to go back racing.
Family, it's safe to say Denise Marks, or as I like to call her, Mama Marks, is the backbone of the operation. Larry started by buying a semi-pro mod from Oklahoma, having never dealt with nitro before, which gave birth to Muggsy, a bike in his first year that ran a 4.60 index class.
Now, I'm not sure, but I think that we were the only team to win the 460 Index World Championship and never won a race.
Wow.
But we always placed high. We always were going to the final. And I decided that I wanted to change the program around.
Yeah.
So a good friend of mine who's passed away, he introduced me to Destined Spurlock.
Wow.
And from that day on, when I seen her and sat down and talked to her, she just amazed me.
We are chopping it up with the host of Marriage Bootcamp, Dr. Ish Major. Welcome to the show.
TGIF.
When you and I sit down and have a heart-to-heart with no phones, no distraction, am I your person? That's the question.
Every weekday.
Kelly says, I love Ish on my screen. Is he single, asking for a friend?
Join the chat.
I am single, Kelly. Who's a friend?
Kelly, who's the friend? Please comment back.
On Fox Soul.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
A good friend of mine who's passed away, he introduced me to Destined Spurlock. Wow. And from that day on, when I seen her and sat down and talked to her, she just amazed me. I mean, she definitely carries herself well. Yes. She's real smart. You tell her something one time, you show her one time, that's it. You don't have to tell her no more. You kind of find that hard in a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
It's easier, and a lot of you guys, you're gonna get mad at me, but hey, it's easier dealing with a female than it is with a guy, okay? Because they got a hard head. I'm one of them, okay?
We do.
And she stepped on the bike and just went straight to the top.
From day one.
Okay? But my problem was the weight differential, all right?
Yeah.
I had a 198-pound rider, and I went from a 198-pound rider down to 115 pounds, 120-pound rider.
Right.
So it took me this season, basically, to get that weight differential set up and get the right tune-up in it. The last 3 races, the bike has been on point, and we decided that my wife decided that we wanted to get her some more exposure.
Sir.
And so far, we've had a pretty good weekend. I mean,
yes, sir.
Our first pass is a 460 with an O.
With the O, baby.
Yeah.
So you guys have come a long way in a short period of time. But in the beginning, you know, what was the talk? What you guys were hearing? What was the scuttlebutt around the league? What were people saying about Destiny and Mark's racing and the bike?
Basically, everybody knows that drag racing mostly is a men's sport, okay? NHRA and the females that are in NHRA right now today showed that women can do just as well as men.
Absolutely.
Okay? So my challenge in the XDA was when everybody found out that I was taking the guy off the bike and putting the female on the bike, they were like, oh, she's bound to fail. And to the other point was they looked at me and figured that I couldn't figure out how to set this bike up for her to ride, okay? But like I said in the beginning, I surrounded myself with good people, okay? Yeah. Innovative Racing Performance, they made me a good machine. And I just took my time, and within the first 4 races of this year, 2019, I had her running 460, 461 consistently. All the time.
That's right.
And they were like, you know, oh, here comes Larry and that girl again. But towards the end of the year, everybody stood back and said, yes, they clapped.
Good job. Yeah.
They seen that she was able to handle the bike and race.
Yeah.
You know, she could race.
Yeah.
And then they looked at me and seen that I could too. So where she can go as high as she wants to go. If she wants to step out and run pro stock, I believe that she could do it with the right team, with the right amount of money. For Marks Racing and us for right now, if Marks Racing could get some sponsorship, we would definitely leave 460 and we would definitely go full-blown pro mod racing because your money wouldn't be wasted because Destiny Spurlock can definitely do the job.
That's right. You heard it. Ray Hill Muscle and Classics from the what? Legendary racer, builder, rider, Mr. Larry Marks, man. We'll be right back.
Family, after the break, my little brother Gator gets into the safety corner with Destiny Spurlock.
So the definite do, safety is first. You want to make sure you have gear. Point blank period, whether you're riding on the street or you're at the racetrack.
And also after the break, Destiny prepares to take her last pass of the day. All right, family, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube so we can keep you up to speed on all the latest trends in autocross, restoration, resto mods, and the latest aftermarket equipment. We'll be right back.
We are chopping it up with the host of Marriage Bootcamp, Dr. Ish Major. Welcome to the show.
TGIF.
When you and I sit down and have a heart-to-heart with no phones, no distraction, am I your person? That's the question.
Every weekday.
Kelly says, I love Ish on my screen. Is he single, asking for a friend?
Join the chat.
I am single, Kelly. Who's the friend?
Kelly, who's the friend? Please comment back.
On Fox Soul.
You see certain things get reincarnated in your children. My daughter is very much inspired by my wife's artistic pursuits. So my daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops. My dad wasn't around, and I remember riding a bike and falling off and cutting myself, and me never just wanting to get back on it. People ask, how your children learn how to ride a bike, and you didn't. I didn't teach them. I just created an environment where they taught themselves, and all I had to do was be there.
All right, family, welcome back to Muscle and Classics. It's your boy, the Gator. And right now, we getting ready for a special safety corner with my little sis, Destiny Spurlock.
Miss Spurlock, what's up? You know I had to come get a little bit of time in with you now. You know how we do. All right. So we've been out here pretty much all day. You've been cutting up the track, putting down good times, everything. So we pretty much at kind of like the end of this day, somewhat. So what's the next to come for today?
Okay, so we're about to go into the first round for today, and they're only doing one round a day.
Okay.
And this is where I have to overcome my sleepy and tiredness, because I hit the wall, y'all. Like
Oh man, you've been at it all morning.
So I gotta woosah, and bring that energy back so we can go around.
So my brother OG was talking to Larry earlier, right? And he broke it down and asked him, you know, what were some of the biggest things when you guys got together, the biggest ups and downs of getting started? So what were some of the biggest things for you being a dominant woman in this sport that's a male-dominated sport?
Anything you can think of.
Wow.
You know, like guys, not saying every guy or every man, you know, y'all have egos. Some of them have egos. So it's like when they get up beside a girl, they don't want a girl to win. So you got to deal with that, or it's a lot of things I deal with, but I don't pay attention to it.
That's what's up. See, keep it real simple and stay true to yourself. Are you hearing this, people? All right, so we have kids at home, young boys, young girls, and some young adults that may want to get into the sport, and we try to help them understand it's not simple as I'm gonna get on this bike and jumping on and then, you know, and ride it. It's not that simple. So give us some of the do's and don'ts for people who might want to try to get started in this sport.
Okay, so the definite do, safety is first. You want to make sure you have gear, point blank period, whether you're riding on the street or you're at the racetrack. You need helmet, gloves, jacket, good shoes, all that good stuff. You want to make sure you go and take a class. Get your license. That is definitely key. But if you want to start racing, just go to your local tracks and, you know, see what it's like. Those are some do's, some don'ts. Don't go out here and think you real bike life and you weaving in and out of traffic going 100 miles an hour.
Tell them again, sis.
Running from the police. Like, that is not cool, y'all.
Nah, man.
That's a no-no.
That's TV. That's TV.
Right. Don't do that. But just ride your ride. Don't feel peer pressured or pushed to be something that you're not. Like, and no, you're gonna fall. Sorry.
Yes.
You're gonna fall. It's just all a matter of when.
Well, you know what? We appreciate you telling everybody at home, because we have a lot of family at home and they interested in doing a lot of the stuff they see on the show. And they hit us up on the internet and all that good stuff about how can we do this? How could I do this? Who should I call about this? So.
And it's like kind of I didn't know where to start. I kind of just fell into it because luckily I have a racetrack that is close to me. So I could go there. It's 30 minutes away, but some people may not have that ability. So I would say definitely utilize Google and find some local series. Like you have the XDA series, you have the NHRA DO series. It's a bunch of things, and some of your local tracks have like just a motorcycle class that they race every Saturday for points. So you can start. You can do it. Just
That's
go for
right.
it.
Now you can't get it no better than that from the professional herself. All right. So right now we get ready to go back over the track so we can see you put down this work
And win first round.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, you know I'm excited. I feel like I'm about to get on with you.
You goofy.
Yeah.
Family. Destiny ended her weekend and her season by winning the 460 Index Championship at the Man Cup International Finals. All right, family, when we come back from the break, Destiny takes her driving skills to the next level, and Muscle and Classics is riding shotgun.
We are chopping it up with the host of Marriage Bootcamp, Dr. Ish Major. Welcome to the show.
TGIF.
When you and I sit down and have a heart-to-heart with no phones, no distraction, am I your person? That's the question.
Every weekday.
Kelly says, I love Ish on my screen. Is he single, asking for a friend?
Join the chat.
I am single, Kelly. Who's the friend?
Kelly, who's the friend? Please comment back.
On Fox Soul.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, She's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
Now here on Muscle and Classics, we celebrate the sport of car enthusiasts all over the world, and we would like to invite you to Muscle and Classics Apparel. Now we pride ourselves on being a family show, so we have gear options for every member of the family. And don't forget, make sure to take a picture in your Muscle and Classics gear and tag us. Log on to muscleandclassics.live or click the QR code below.
That's how you drive a beauty, baby.
A few months ago, after winning the 460 Index at the Man Cup Finals, we caught up with Destiny in Virginia at Dominion Raceway as she starts her pursuit to become a NASCAR driver. One thing we can take from Destiny is her fearlessness to attack her goals and dreams. Like millions of us watching, Destiny is a blue-collar American that has worked hard for everything she has. And now she's combining her preparation with opportunity.
I'm right here with you on the radio. Let's get it up through the gears, nice and gentle. Just make sure the brakes feel good, steering feels good, no strange noises.
Family, as I've gotten to know Destiny over the last few months, one thing is for sure. Her drive is unquestionable. Destiny contacted Edwards Racing Enterprises to rent her own late model NASCAR. She then contacted Dominion Raceway to rent the track for a few hours in order to get her first test passes in that stock car.
There you go, feel it out. Give me some more speed when you can. There you go, see, you gotta drive that thing. That's what I'm talking about. All right, pick it up right there. Run me about half throttle. Let's roll. Get your RPMs up, work the brakes in. Good corner, good corner. Atta girl, keep doing what you're doing. You're looking good. Keep doing what you're doing. Nice and smooth. All right, driving on down into 3 a little bit deeper here.
All right, family, I'm standing right here with two of the coolest guys on the planet, Chris and Shorty from Edwards Racing Enterprises. Hey, man, Chris, tell us a little bit about your company, man, so everybody at home know what's up with Edwards Racing Enterprises.
So what we do is we take on clients, we build a race car, we take them to the racetrack, we provide the services to make you perform, make you run up front, win races, hopefully get you to the next level that you want to be. But we do the NASCAR Wheeling All-American Series, the weekly deal, and that's what we do, and we love it.
You guys do this a lot. You've seen a lot of people come and a lot of people go. So watching Destiny today, I'll start with you first, Chris. What did you think about her runs and how she performed?
What I liked about it is she got comfortable with the car. She made sure the car had, like I told her before, made sure the tires had temperature in them, made sure the car felt good and solid before she took off. She was nice and smooth every lap. She gradually got faster and faster. She got to the point where every time she got back in the car, she'd pick up seconds. So this was her very first time. It was pretty phenomenal to see what I saw today.
So what you think, Shirley?
Great. She had a good attitude. She's learning. For first time, it's impressive to see a girl of her talent come a long way, hit her marks, get faster.
Is that normal that drivers, their first time, can feel or notice a problem that quick?
Well, that's what you hope for. But some drivers, it takes them a minute, and it takes them a couple seconds, split seconds, and it might be too late. They might be in the wall.
Like any first-time driver in a modified car, once they feel comfortable, the car teaches them that there's a lot more to learn.
Scene 103, take one.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it? I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yes. If it made you feel that way, bro, I would probably do. I love you, man. I love you, too.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Now here on Muscle and Classics, we celebrate the sport of car enthusiasts all over the world, and we would like to invite you to Muscle and Classics Apparel. Now we pride ourselves on being a family show, so we have gear options for every member of the family. And don't forget, make sure to take a picture in your Muscle and Classics gear and tag us. Log on to muscleandclassics.live or click the QR code below.
That's how you drive a beauty, baby.
Destiny kept her cool. In true Destiny style, she jumped right back in the car and started pushing it even harder.
Is that normal that drivers, their first time, can feel or notice a problem that quick?
Well, that's what you hope for. But some drivers, it takes them a minute, and it takes them a couple seconds, split seconds, and it might be too late. They might be in the wall. But she picked up on the problem instantly. She was able to pull it down pit road. We were able to address the problem and get her back out there.
All right, family, I'm sitting here with my little sis. She's trying to keep her composure because she tore it up. She tore it up.
In a good way, I tore it up.
Yeah, she didn't tear the car up, man. She tore the track up, you know what I mean? But you told us a little bit about that, before that, that was where you wanted to stretch out to. Now look at you already in no amount of time, you out on the track. So what did it feel like?
It felt great. It really felt super just natural, for lack of better words. And, you know, others can see it too. I feel like I was at home. It was second nature to me. I'm supposed to be here at the end of the day.
You know what? I think anything dealing with speed, you right at home. Just me getting to meet your parents and all that good stuff, man, you right at home when it comes to that. So, where do you want to take NASCAR?
Where do I want to take NASCAR? I want to race in the Cup Series at the end of the day. Whether it's now or later, eventually I'll definitely get there. So that's why I'm ready to go.
Well, I know it's a lot of experience out here today with you, with them doing that, just talking to Chris, talking to Shorty. A lot of the other guys that was out here, they got so much experience, and just standing there with them, watching you, they was like, man, look at her line. Her line is perfect. It's natural. It's like she was doing this already.
Yeah, and I think my lines for racing in a late model car comes from me racing in the kart.
Right.
So, and that was on a smaller track, so now it's just on a larger scale, so it came natural to me. And they're like, that's the hardest part. Like, you got that, that's all you need. Everything else can come with time.
All right, so with me just sitting here looking and, you know, from different sides of the tracks and watching you go around, what personally were you just trying to work on while you were taking these laps every time you went out?
One, my speed. I had to gradually progress to a faster speed on the track. And then once I got up to my speed, then I have to worry about how fast I can go into the curve. What that means is, through this straightaway down there, you want to stay as pedal to the metal as far as you can before you have to lift the brake. So the faster you can go into the curve, that's the faster your lap time can be. I had to work on that. Then I had to work on my lines coming out of the curve. Going in wasn't the issue, it was coming out. So no, it was coming in, it was the issue, and coming out was already there. So yeah, I had to work on that and just stay focused, stay calm, don't get ahead of myself, don't try to push too hard, and just perfect everything that I know I need to.
Well, doing the different runs you took, did you feel yourself getting faster in between the runs? Because you definitely did.
Yes,
but did you feel like
Yes, I did. I felt it, and then I had Chris, which my crew chief is in my ears, he was telling me my times and when I was on perfect line, so he was keeping me abreast of what was right. So if I knew, okay, if he said, hey, that was a good line, I know I need to do that same thing again. So that was my goal, to repeat what was done before, as long as it was exactly what needed.
Yeah. She saved 2 seconds off between the first and the second run. Well, we thank you, man, for allowing us here at your test date, your private test date. You know? That's right. Hey, you will only see it right here on Muscle and Classics with Miss Destiny Spurlock.
One thing we've learned being around Destiny, at every turn when Destiny sets her mind to it, her approach is the same. With no fear, gaining momentum every step she takes, never looking back, never second guessing herself, blocking out all the noise from the naysayers and fully investing in her faith in God and her faith in herself. All right, family, when we come back from the break, we wanted to see what a NASCAR driver thought about Destiny's first time on a track.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
We are chopping it up with the host of Marriage Bootcamp, Dr. Ish Major. Welcome to the show.
TGIF.
When you and I sit down and have a heart-to-heart with no phones, no distraction, am I your person? That's the question.
Every weekday.
Kelly says, I love Ish on my screen. Is he single, asking for a friend?
Join the chat.
I am single, Kelly. Who's the friend?
Kelly, who's the friend? Please comment back.
On Fox Soul.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers. The sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
My mom wanted my life to be better than what she had as a kid. When I became a mom myself, I feel like my whole world changed. You don't have to be a climate scientist to want to protect the earth. You always want the next generation to have something better than what you had.
Now, after seeing Destiny in Virginia running around Dominion Speedway, I wanted to see what a former NASCAR driver thought about her first time on the track. We wanted to talk to someone with racing in their blood. So we talked to retired NASCAR driver Ken Reagan. All right, family, welcome back to Muscle and Classics. Right now, it's a privilege for me to be sitting here with this gentleman, Mr. Kenneth Reagan, NASCAR living legend. I would like to watch some footage with you of a young lady we saw take her first trial run in NASCAR, Destiny Spurlock. She hit the track. So I want to let you check out some and, tell us what you think. All right. This will be her in the car.
Yep, she's having a lot of fun right there.
This could be another shot that kind of picks up on her as she comes around. And I'm gonna give you a full visual.
Now, is this actually her first time out in a late model?
Very first time.
Very first time.
Very first time.
You can see she's running a great line. She's got that car right down at the bottom where it needs to be. And, looks like she gets a good arc up off of the corner, using all of the track right there, right out beside the wall. Makes a good entrance in turn one. Rolls through the center well. Picks the throttle up, using the full track. She doesn't look like she's pinching the car off, or, they look like they've got the car set up well for her. She's not, struggling to get it to turn. It's not loose up on the corner, off the corner where she's chasing the wheel. From looking at it from overhead view, she looks great right there.
And that's what I want to ask you. Her trying to break into NASCAR, what type of hurdles or roadblocks you think that's going to be standing there?
Well, she'll find a lot of opportunities. The problem that everybody faces, all kids that face, is the money that has got involved in auto racing anymore. What it costs to really put a good competitive, whether it be a late model or a K&N NASCAR car or ARCA car, whatever. It really costs a lot of money. Now, we go back to the Bandolero car and the Legends car. That's a spec series. We've got a rule book that's got a lot of specs in it. And, we seal engines, and we have a spec tire, and pretty much a spec brake package, and a spec chassis, and, we try to keep it affordable. Our sanctioning body is known as INEX, I-N-E-X. That's an abbreviation from inexpensive racing. And we pride ourselves in that we try to keep it affordable, where a wide range of families can come in and compete at a high level without having to spend a family fortune to do it. But you tell her that I'll extend an invitation. If she wants to come down to Atlanta sometime this year,
yes, sir,
and race a Legends car, we'll provide her one. We've got a car sitting out in the shop. We'll fit her in it. I've got a guy in the shop that'll get her fitted into a seat, get the steering wheel, everything positioned. And again, it's a spec car, so she's gonna have pretty much what everybody else is gonna have. In our series, you'll find that the drivers from 8 to 80, and pretty much all in between, the ones that race the most and do it the most, are usually up front. Now, not saying that there's some differences in talent, there is. And that talent starts to show itself after a number of races. She couldn't come down and jump in a competitive car and be competitive right off the bat, because it takes a little bit of time to kind of get adjusted and get going. But if she wants to visit Atlanta Motor Speedway one day this year and hop in a Legends car, we'll fit her in one. And
She absolutely looking forward to that.
Or you get her down here, and
we'll get her down
and you can bring your cameras, and we'll film her
here.
racing out here on the quarter mile.
Absolutely, because we love to get her on a full-size track like this.
Yeah.
We really would. Well, Mr. Reagan, on behalf of the Muscle and Classics family home and ourselves here at the set, thank you so much. It's been a complete honor sitting down with you.
Well, I've enjoyed it. We welcome you to come back, and
we'll be back.
and you're welcome
We'll be
anytime.
back.
You know, we appreciate having you.
All right, thank you so much.
Do you have a car, truck, or bike that should be featured right here on Muscle and Classics? If so, share it with us on our Facebook or our Instagram at Muscle and Classics. Now here on Muscle and Classics, we celebrate the sport of car enthusiasts all over the world, and we would like to invite you to Muscle and Classics Apparel. Now we pride ourselves on being a family show, so we have gear options for every member of the family. And don't forget, make sure to take a picture in your Muscle and Classics gear and tag us. Log on to muscleandclassics.live or click the QR code below.
That's how you drive a beauty, baby.
His legend cars.
All right, so today was your first day and you made your first lap, so what do you think?
I love it. This little thing is amazing. I want to do some more. Yeah.
Well, you know, and we've seen a lot of young drivers, not necessarily by age, but I'm talking about with experience. A lot of inexperienced drivers get in a Legends car, and it really teaches them a lot about car control. You know, they're short wheelbase, they got a lot of horsepower to the weight ratio, you know, a lot of acceleration, hard radial tire on them where you don't have any forward drive. And it'll teach you a lot about racing. You know, when you get in a race car like this, real quick steering, it makes you appreciate other cars when you climb in the wheel behind a late model and all like you've been in. So, but you've done well. I've watched you make a lot of laps out there, and I'm really surprised at how you know, acclimated yourself to the Legends car and our little flat quarter-mile track, no banking in the corners.
Super flat.
Super flat. And I was watching you earlier with multiple cars on the track with you, and you kind of held your own. So
Thanks. I had to do what I had to do.
I'm impressed.
Thank you, but it's definitely day and night from the late model cars. The late model cars, it's a little more forgiving, but this thing, if you make one error, that's it. But like you said, it definitely taught me a lot, and I love it. Hopefully we'll be doing some more racing at the end of the year.
Yeah, well, you did a nice job, and my opinion is that someone needs to give you a chance. You know, you deserve a chance. And
I've been trying it.
Maybe somebody will reach out and help you make it happen. And you're welcome at Atlanta Motor Speedway anytime. We've got a race out here in 2 weeks with our NASCAR weekend. You're welcome to come. So
thank you. I'm excited. Hopefully I'll be back.
You've got to, and no question, you're committed to it, and you've just got to stick it out. You know, you just have to keep scratching and keep going and keep that old burning flame, you know, burning bright, and things have a way of working out. So don't give up. Don't give up hope.
I have
just
days,
keep going.
Ken, where I'm just like, no, but like you said, just keep trying. So I will.
You did a good job today, and
Thank
the
you.
car's all sitting here in one piece, not a scratch on it.
Yes, that's good.
But your last time out, I wasn't concerned about that. You showed earlier today that you had car control and you listened well, and you did a nice job. So
thank you, sir.
All right, family. On the next episode, we take you inside our home track, the Atlanta Motor Speedway, for the home track advantage. As we introduce you to up-and-coming young racers like Bailey North, we take you inside the Friday night drags, and we also show you a little bit more about what AMS has to offer outside of motorsports.
I mean, your dad has been a driver all his life. It's in your DNA. So what's been the hardest adjustment from not matching the throttle fully to the floor? What's been the hardest adjustment you have to keep yourself? You want to do this, but I can't right now. What's been the hardest adjustment?
My line. Because, like, I get kind of freaked out because I'm like, okay, I need to try this to make me go faster. I'm like, what if I just wreck.
Right.
But then I was like, we're just gonna do it. And so I did it, and I saw it worked really well, like my dad said, because he was like, just do it, nothing will go wrong, you'll like it. And so I did it, and ever since then, I just gotten used to my line. We still have some like corners to fix, but it's getting a lot better than it used to be.
Well, family, as always in closing, you know how we do it. Keep God first and keep it in your own lane. Take care.